I just want to give a quick info about the project that I've got here and a little bit about the muffler, which I'll be explaining in the video. But this is the install of the muffler on my truck. My truck's a 2015 Silverado. It's a half-ton with the 5.3, and it's a crew cab, but it does have the 6.5 foot bed, which I've been kind of observing. It's not usual. Usually the 6.5 foot bed is in the 3/4 ton. You don't see very many of the half tons with the 6.5 foot bed. They usually have the 5 3/4 foot bed, but this is the big 4-door with the 6.5 foot bed. It's a Z71 4-wheel drive. So I really enjoy the truck, really like the truck, and I've been really happy with it so far. The only thing I did not like the most was that it was so quiet. So quiet. I had a Yukon before this, 2007 Yukon with the 5.3, and even that factory stock was louder than this was. So I don't know if it's just because it's longer or what, but anyways, it's just too quiet. And I wanted something that wasn't a whole lot louder, but that had a little more tone to it. And so far, initial reactions, this is basically what I wanted. It's pretty much stock sounding or stock volume at idle. It just has a little more tone to it. And so hopefully as the muffler breaks in and gets some heat cycles in it, it'll crisp up a little bit more. And then as I tinker on the truck further down the road, this exhaust, this muffler anyways, will fit the future of the truck as well. So here you go. We'll start out with a cold start of the truck before the repair or before the upgrade, and then we'll go into the build. I'll talk about the muffler, we'll go through the build, and then a quick sound clip afterwards. Unfortunately, a couple of things. My camera wasn't my phone, I was using it as a camera, wasn't cooperating with the some of the driving clips, just way too much wind noise. And then I live in Kansas, and so it's windy today anyways, so there's a lot of wind noise. So you don't get the greatest audio of the sound and the volume because the wind noise kind of drowns that out. But I'll get another clip here in the future, maybe some drive-bys and things like that, so that you can hear what it sounds like. All in all, the project took me about 45 minutes. Probably could have done it a little bit quicker. I had to change out sawzall blades and things like that. There was a few, hiccups along the way, of course, with any project. But nonetheless, it's done, and I'm happy with it so far. So here you go. Okay, I got a little cold start here. It's like 60-something degrees. Not super cold. The truck has already been running this morning, but it's been parked for about an hour or so, so I would say it's cooled off. Sorry if there's any wind noise, I'm not too sure. Super quiet. Super quiet. Probably can't even hear it over the wind noise. Okay, so here's what I got. This is what I'm gonna put on. It's a Cherry Bomb Salute SA2589. Yeah, there it is. 22, 28, 3 and 3, 5x11 on the body. And then this is why, the whole reason why I went with the Salute. Perforated core. It's a center, upper, universal flow, so I can mount it any direction, with the in being on this end in the center and the out being on the upper side. That's gonna be my preference, I think, to start. So So now the plan is I'm going to take this to the bed, lay it down on the bed, and put the muffler together on the tailgate with all the new parts and see what we can do. But first, I think you know what we need to do, right? I think we all know what we need to do now that there's no muffler in the way. Let's give her a little taste. Let's give her a little taste. Surprisingly, not that loud still. Actually, sounds more like a truck. Fast, sturdy, and cheap. Yeah, that's the other thing. The big appeal for this muffler here, I don't remember off the top of my head. I could look it up in my orders. Where did I get it? eBay? eBay or Rock Auto. It was like 40 bucks. It's a Magnaflow knockoff. 40 bucks. I think there was an episode of Engine Masters a year or 2 years ago, maybe an old one, where they tested these mufflers. This one, the Flowmaster, the Thrush welded muffler. I think they're all like made, even the Magnaflow, they're all like made in the same factory even. So it's ridiculous. So I got it, you know, for a fraction of the cost of a Magnaflow. at some point. All right, so there you go. There it is. I would say it's not pretty, but effective. So, I mean, you've been with me pretty much real time. Of course, I'll edit it down. But according to my camera, I'm at about 35 to 40 minutes, I think, something like that, of work. This is, yeah, don't look at that. Nobody ever look at that, like I said, until it's welded. So, all right, let's see, moment of truth. Put this by the tailpipe. We'll see how much it leaks. Perfect. That's what I wanted. Basically sounds stock. Actually, it's really quiet, which is fine. I just want for the It's not much louder, just better tone. Just what I wanted. Sounds stock, but it's not stock. It's better flow. Okay, so there you have it. Man, the wind noise was terrible. I'll have to get some better sound clips when it's not as windy. It's just the way Kansas is some days. It's just really windy. I think my initial reactions are the old butt dyno says that there's a little bit of gain. It definitely feels a little more torquey off idle and down low, so I'm really happy with that. The sound inside the cab is not loud at all. It's not much louder than it was before, but I think there is a substantial a tone difference, and that's exactly what I wanted. I wanted it to sound, to have the same decibel level as stock, but just sound better, and I think I've achieved that. So future list of projects is definitely going to be long tube headers, and I'm actually looking at doing the 6.2 throttle body and upper intake manifold swap, and then in that project I'll also add the modular intake tube, the air raid modular intake tube. I'm not a big fan of the chrome K&N cold air intake kits. I'm just going to do the intake tube that will use the factory filter and air box, and it'll replace that weird hammerhead big square box thing on the front of the engine. So I'm really looking forward to those mods that'll really wake this engine up, which it's a great engine to begin with. Like I said, compared to the 5.3 I had in my Yukon, that was a Gen 4 5.3 with flex fuel. This is a huge improvement over that, just 5.3 to 5.3. The Gen 5 L83 5.3 is a great engine. I'm really happy with it. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching. See you next time.